Hey Villa fam, welcome back to season 3 of Honest Conversations with Two Village Girls. I'm Serena.
And I'm Angie.
This season, we're focusing on all of the common questions we've been asked about specific child behaviors. This week, we're answering the question: how do I build self confidence and self esteem in my child? You already know, Two Village Girls, been working on that ourselves.
Yeah, I honestly have been with this my year. We're gonna be talking about like how to build self-esteem in your child. Some reasons children may have self-esteem or have lack of confidence is could be because like bullying, somebody might be bullying on them, whether it's like their kids in school,
Mm-hmm.
people around them. They are getting enough praise or like compliments from at home, like a lot of I guess I'm saying this from experience because I feel like that's one reason I had low self esteem is that I didn't get a lot of like compliments and stuff when I was a child. So maybe that
Mm-hmm.
could be a reason.
Other reasons could be like just observation. If they see other people in their family or their friends that are looking at like, oh my gosh, well, my body is this shape, or basic like advertising and seeing like movies and modeling and everything.
Hmm.
People like kids look at that and say and see that and say like, oh my gosh, like I want to look like them. Why aren't I pretty? Another thing could be like representation, not seeing enough representation. This typically goes for like children of color, not seeing a lot of like beauty in people of color
Yeah,
or recognize beauty in people of color. That can cause a lot of turmoil growing up.
absolutely.
So let's jump right in. What are some things that have worked or that we have tried for like kids or for ourselves?
Yeah, so like a few minutes ago, I was just talking about like compliments and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there should be like you should compliment your child. Like, there's nothing wrong with like building your child up so they can have that like confidence. So you want to give them like compliments and praise them for the good things that they do and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So you can build that confidence, so you can build their self-esteem and make them feel better about themselves.
Absolutely. And another way to help with that is by listening to like what they're concerned about. A lot of kids know like what they feel like their downfalls are because like we as adults we start to pick up on like, oh, I could be better at this is something I want to work on for myself.
Hmm.
Kids pick
Yeah,
up on that too. So like really listen to their concerns. If they're looking for advice, offering them sound advice. And what I mean by sound advice is like don't dismiss or invalidate their feelings.
mm,
A lot of like parents or I know I've seen a lot of teachers do this where it's like, oh, you're not dumb, you're not stupid, you know better. But that doesn't help them with their confidence. That doesn't address the concern. That dismisses it by just saying, oh, you're not this or you're not that. Because really what it's saying is that their feelings are invalid. Their feelings aren't right. And to them, if they're feeling like they aren't as smart, give them opportunities. Well, if you feel like you're not smart, here's a tutor, here's someone that you can talk to. If you feel like your social life, if you feel like you're not good at socializing, here you can talk to like the counselor, like offer them something,
hmm,
offer them resources to at least address their concern, even if you don't really feel like they're what they're feeling,
yeah,
because ultimately it's their body, it's their mind, and
absolutely.
dismissing their feelings isn't going to make the feeling go away. It's just going to like put it in a box
Yeah,
that's going to sit with them until further notice, basically.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, another thing you could do is step back and let the child be able to like solve problems on their own. Let them step back and let them have that space and opportunity to take risks. So you want to be able to give them that space opportunity to take risks so that they are able to build this independence and build this confidence, and it helps with them being able to have that competent character trait that they need so they know that they're able to do things and be able to accomplish things that they are able to do it.
Absolutely. I'm seeing a lot of that right now working with virtual online schooling
Hmm.
as a pre-K teacher. This is the a lot of kids' first time with any form of like alphabets,
Hmm. Yeah.
numbers, counting, like that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And so one thing I experience a lot of is like trying to explain to kids how to write the letters
Hmm.
and how to write in general and get them practicing.
Okay.
And parents are very quick to, oh my gosh, let me help you do this, let me help you do that, which in turn, it gives them the idea that they can't do it by themselves.
Yeah.
So a lot of my kids are like, well, mommy, I need this, mommy, I need that. But if this were a regular school day, they wouldn't have those like parents sitting over them and doing it for them.
Hmm.
Like we as teachers, when we
Yeah.
teach them, we model it, we give them like little dotted lines to trace the letters so that way they can practice it by themselves and then write by themselves.
Hmm.
But kids, when they realize like, oh, someone's helping me, they take that and they're like, I can't do it by myself because
Yeah.
I'm used to having the help. And that grows on children.
Hmm. Josh used to do that a lot
Oh, really?
with coloring. Like it was like so one time I actually sat there and helped him color his like Spider-Man or Batman picture or whatever. But I was just sitting there like having fun with him. We just chilling,
Mm-hmm.
coloring, and then like after that, every time after that, literally he'll say, "I need help. I need help coloring. I can't do it. I need your help coloring." I'm like, "No, buddy, you can do it. It's just coloring. All you have to do is just get a crayon and color on the paper. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay." But literally every time after that, he would ask me to help him color. So that's funny that you like mention that.
We see
Crazy.
that. And then kids, like, that's how we end up. I work with like kindergartners on the side
Mhm.
with like, I basically tutor reading
Mhm.
comprehension.
Mhm.
And we'll have kids sit and I'm trying to explain to them like, okay, we just read this rhyme, what did the rhyme say? And they'll be like, oh, I don't know. And then you'll hear someone in the background give them the answer, and it's like,
Um,
if we keep giving them the help, when are they going to learn to do it for themselves? When are they going to be able to build that confidence, build that strength in themselves to say, I can do it, I don't need your help?
mhm.
At some
I
point we
don't
have to
know.
let go of their hand and let them take their first steps.
Yeah. And I mean, I know how parents are, and they want to like be there and do everything for their child, make sure their
Yeah,
child is good.
absolutely.
But it's just like I don't know how to say it without being like saying that it's a bad thing. It sounds like It sounds like you're saying like it's a bad thing when it's not.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's definitely easier said than done, especially if it's like your firstborn child.
Hmm.
But ultimately, it helps children
Definitely.
because there are going to be times like when they get their first job and when they go off to like middle school and high school, we can't be with them every step of the way. We as teachers, we provide them their options and let them make their decisions. We're there to support them if things go well or if things go wrong, but giving
Yeah.
them that opportunity to say like, hey, this is what I want to try, this is for me, and really get to know, is this something I actually like, is this something I actually enjoy?
Along with that, you can teach them that making a mistake is fine. Like everybody isn't perfect, so
Mm-hmm.
not like belittling them or like not being aggressive or angry with them when they make a mistake, and so that they know that like in the future that if they make a mistake, um, a bad thing is gonna happen, or like if I can't do it right, then I don't know.
Their confidence is lacking because like if I'm not believed in from the beginning, if my teachers tell me I can't do this,
Mm-hmm.
if my family tells me I can't do this, like, am I ever going to be able to do it by myself?
Yeah.
Like it starts young. It starts with those first experiences.
Yeah.
That's why we as teachers work together with families.
And yeah, we also was talking about giving praise and like compliments. We do know that praise and then compliments are good, but
Mm-hmm.
like too much praise or too much like compliments could actually like do more harm than good sometimes. For instance, if you're giving them praise too much and praise too much, like They learn to do things for praise. So
Hmm.
they learn that,
It's like a dependence.
yeah, they start to rely on that basically. They'll start to do things for praise, for rewards. Giving them a praise is good, but make sure giving them praise at appropriate times and
Another thing we can do is choose our words wisely and teach them affirmations. What I mean by choose our words wisely is that children hear what we're saying about them to our families, to them, to their teachers, and they pick up on that and they start to harness, well, if my teacher believes this about me, then I must be this. And that can lower their self confidence or their self esteem. The same with like their peers at school. Well, my peers are saying this about me. It's almost like bullying, really. If they hear like the teacher saying, "Oh my gosh, this kid can't do math, terrible at math," then the kid's gonna go home and they're gonna be thinking, "Well, I can't do math. I'm bad at math." Instead of going home and wanting to practice, it becomes part of their personality to them.
hmm
It's like, well, these people, these trusted adults believe this about me.
yeah.
So this must be true. So choosing your words wisely around kids and then teaching them those positive affirmations to help them regulate like their own thoughts about themselves. So I am smart. I am kind. I am respectful. I am responsible, like those kind of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, I mean, the same can go for at home, teaching them like self confidence about their image.
hmm Our last thing we want to talk about is encouraging your child to do things that interest them. So basically, like if they love to draw, and encourage them by buying things like a easel or art materials so they can have those tools to draw. Or if they like music, let them have karaoke or whatever, to so that they can enjoy that, things that interest them, so that they don't feel like they are lacking anything, I guess, in a way. Because
Hmm.
when you have low self-esteem, you feel like you're lacking because all these other people are doing this and doing that. But if you find things that interest your child and make sure that they are involved in that activity, it builds that self-esteem, or it builds their confidence in that skill or that activity.
Absolutely. And this goes back to letting your child take risks and explore,
Yeah.
giving them the opportunity to try things that they think they like or they say they're interested in, and giving them the opportunity to say, "Oh, I've tried it. I don't like it. I'm not doing it anymore." Because then they've tried, they've given it their effort,
hmm
and it teaches them that their thoughts and their opinions matter and they have like some form of control over what they're doing and the decisions they're making. That builds their confidence because then it's like, I know myself, I know what I'm passionate about, and I know what I'm not passionate about.
Absolutely. Yeah, so these are just some ways where we can like increase like self-esteem or increase confidence in your child or in children in general. Thanks for tuning in again to another episode with Two Village Girls. Please subscribe to our channel if you are new. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. Also, go ahead and hit the bell to get notified when new videos drop. And please follow us on all our social medias, which will be listed in the description box below. As always, we want to send you out with some positive vibes to get you through the rest of your week. This week's inspirational quote is by Harry S. Truman. He said, I have found the best way to give advice to your children is to find out what they want and then advise them to do it. Thanks, Villa Fam. Bye.
Bye.